Hi, I've got a couple of interesting pieces of equipment here today that I just want to show you very quickly. You can see in this case back here, the case is in practically perfect shape. These are both, from what I can tell, were built in 1967. This is the original case for this, and the hardware is all in perfect condition. You can see the Tolex, though a little dirty, is really in perfect condition. And this is a Fender Pro Reverb from 1967, black panel. Everything is all original on both these. This is an Epiphone E360TDC. These were bought, I bought these at an estate sale, and they're in amazing condition. You can see this is all original. It even has the original Epiphone vibrato that works quite well. It's all original. The original Clusins, everything are on here. Beautiful guitar, and in beautiful condition. The finish is, not a crack in the finish. However, whoever had it, it's somewhere back here. Hang on. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Back here in the finish, it's hard to see it, but they obviously had a strap that was probably made out of vinyl or something, and it softened the finish and it left some spots here on the back. They're really hard to see unless you catch it right in the light right. It didn't remove the finish, just sort of left bumps in it. Oh, there, I think you can kind of see it there. But that's it. No cracks, no splits, nothing. It's really an unbelievable condition. And I'm going to plug it into this Fender Pro Reverb, also from 1967, so you can hear that and hear how they both sound. I'm going to turn the standby off here. Grab a pick. Oops, got the tremolo on. Let me turn that off. And I'll turn just a little reverb on. That's the neck pickup. There's the bridge pickup. Everything works perfectly, unbelievably. I mean, these things are both about 60 years old, so it's amazing they're working so well. The amp right now is set on 4, and pretty much flat. I think it's set at 5.5. Let me turn the bass and treble at 5. Same sort of thing. I'll turn the bright switch on. It's a little brighter. You can hear it. Nice sound. Very chimey. The reverb obviously goes ridiculously big. It's like playing in a cavern. And like I said, the tremolo works very nicely. If you're doing the old crimson and clover, over and over, crimson and clover. You get the idea. It's a very nice sound. These are amazing examples of these silly things from the 60s and very collectible. I don't know if you can see it. I will set this down, the guitar down, so I can show you a little more about the amp. But the guitar is in essentially perfect condition, except for, like I said, a little bit of a finish goofiness back here from a strap. I'm guessing from, who knows. This was sitting in the case, from what I was told by the owner, for about 50 years. And they really didn't touch it. Just sat, same with the amp. They just sat in a closet. Let me turn the standby on this. Okay. So that's the guitar, and in its original case, with, by the way, with hang tags. It has the hang tag here, model E360TDC it says, which is kind of odd, but this is the original hang tag that would have gone on the guitar, and it, I mean, literally has the hang string. You know, it would have hung off the guitar and told you about the guitar. Tells you about, you know, why they make it, how they make it, that sort of thing, and then gives you the guarantee that if you play this, you'll sound just like B.B. King. No. Anyway, or one of the Beatles. Anyway, so that's in there with its original case, all in perfect condition. The amp here, I'm going to turn it off so I can sort of show you more about it. I don't sell anything that isn't perfect condition. That's one of those things that I'm just not comfortable with, selling something that isn't in perfect condition. So when I got this, it played fine. I started it up, it turned on great, sounded great. However, it is 60 years old and it is a tube amp. So I took it to a guy nearby who builds amps for a living and restores vintage amplifiers. And a guy named Chandler Stewart, and a very good guy, really good guy, out, yeah, not far from here. But anyway, he noticed that these caps that I have in here, the original caps, were starting to bloat. And he said, you really should change them out because if they fail, then other stuff can go. So he replaced them. I had him service that. He put new caps in, although the buyer will get all the original stuff. And there are a couple of filters that he said were kind of going. So he replaced those also with the right type of filter that would go with this amplifier, obviously. And they're all in here. All that stuff is in here, so you'll get all the originals. He also refuses to work on vintage amps that don't have a ground. So he put a new ground wire in it, but he gave me the original. It's the original wire that came with the amp. I think the plug was a replacement at some point. But other than that, this is the original wire if you want it. And the amp came with, which was kind of neat, it came with, again, its hang tag, which was your Fender Custom Engineered Amplifier pamphlet. There we go. With its warranty, of course. And the schematics for it. Here's the schematic sheet for this. Both sides. The full, essentially tells you exactly how they built the amp. Which is kind of a neat thing to have, I guess, especially if you build your own. It came with this silly little hang tag here, telling you about guitarists, hey, you know, be careful. This thing doesn't have a 3-prong plug. Well, it does now, so you don't have to worry about this, but this was original to that. What's most important to know about this amp was that back in 1967, when it was purchased, I believe from Medley Music, one of the speakers failed. And they immediately took it back and had it replaced with a Fender speaker, Fender replacement speaker. And I have that receipt here from 1967, from August 19th, 1967. A guy who worked for Medley Music Corporation. And there was a speaker that was rattling, so they replaced it with another speaker. The speakers, so there are two different Fender speakers in this. One is a Fender branded Utah speaker that obviously was original, and one is a CTS, I think it is, I can't remember, but it's the other Fender speaker that they would have used in these at that time. So anyway, so that's, like I said, just trying to like give you all the information. And oh, by the way, the foot switch, of course, all that sort of stuff comes with it. In fact, it looks like it's never been used. It's the original foot switch, even has like its original windings around it. But there it is. It's in perfect condition. So it's in great shape. if you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the Tolex is practically untouched. I couldn't find any tears in it anywhere or any places where it's coming loose. The grill is in perfect condition. Let's see if I can get better. It's in really good condition. So, and I'll try to include some pictures, but it's really in unbelievable condition. So there you go. That's this amp and guitar. And if you're interested, contact the folks that are showing you this video. Take care.